Well, what a day that was for the Mariners on Wednesday. Almost into the night. Longest game in the history of the Mariners at home, 5 hours and 42 minutes. They wind up losing to the White Sox in a game that I thought was just a crusher for them. An unbelievable comeback, an unprecedented comeback, actually. It never happened before. And then, unfortunately, an inning later, they get beaten down. And, for me, I don't see the moral victory part of the whole thing. Good things did happen, though, in the game.
Right.
We were discussing it on the show, and that was kind of the other thing about it, is a couple of really good things did happen in what wound up being a really disappointing game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's a moral victory, but there are positives you can draw from it. Hisashi Iwakuma was outstanding. 8 innings, just 3 hits, no runs, strikes out 5. He's phenomenal. His ERA is now under 2, so he threw out a gem. You had Kendrys Morales with 3 hits.
And the great play in the field.
You had Brendan Ryan had 3 more hits yesterday. You had Kyle Seager, of course, with 3 hits, including the grand slam that ties it up in the 14th inning. So they battled back. Yeah, they blew opportunity after opportunity, but despite all of that, they had the opportunity to win the game. They gave themselves another shot. Unfortunately, in the 16th, the White Sox scored 2 runs, and that's it. But I don't know if looking at those and sort of embracing these positive moments is a moral victory. And we talked to Dave Valley, former Mariner catcher, and you can check it out on the podcast, and asked him, hey, you're
point blank, yeah.
Yeah, you're a guy that's been in that clubhouse. Do you believe in moral victories? And he's like, no, you don't. It's a loss.
Yeah, it took too much out of him, I think. I mean, you talked about some of the things that had happened beforehand. While Iwakuma was great, 0 for 11 in the first 9 innings, wasn't it, with runners in scoring position, an unbelievable bugaboo for this club. I think they had into 5 double plays, which may have been a team record. I know it was on there. I mean, to go 14 innings into it, to come back and tie it, and then to lose it. Now, we both agree on one thing, is you don't get a chance to stew about it in baseball.
No.
I mean, they're back. They got 4 games against the Yankees starting today as we're filming this thing. So you don't get time. But I do know sometimes you look back on seasons and look for pivot points, for lack of a better word. And I don't think the White Sox are a good enough club that this is going to pivot them into a championship run or anything. It remains to be seen if this is going to keep the Mariners spiraling downward, or if hopefully they can, like Kyle Seager himself suggested after the game, just put it behind him and keep playing. That it's a bigger deal for the media than it is for us.
Yeah, and spiraling downward, I mean, they won the series. It was just their first chance to sweep a series, so they won 2 out of 3. So, yeah, you got to feel good about that. They take 2 out of the 3 of the first 10 games at this homestand, so that's not a bad way to start. We'll see what they do against the Yankees. So it was just a moment, a chance to do something they hadn't done all year, and that's complete a sweep.
They didn't do it.